In our package this morning, the news headlines. 2016 edition of Akwa Ibom Christmas Carol Festivals held yesterday. Governor Udom Emmanuel expresses gratitude to God for his benevolence on the state as Government House monthly prayer meeting held yesterday. Federal government inaugurates erosion and flood control project at the town campus of the University of Uyo. Details of these and other stories shortly. Good morning and welcome to AKBC 45 News at Dawn. My name is Inyodu Ubowabasi. The 2016 edition of the Akwa Ibom Christmas Carols Festival held yesterday at the Uyo Township Stadium, Udomana Street. The Carol Festival was an opportunity for Christians to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior and the Redeemer of mankind. The annual Christian Festival is featured performances by top Nigerian Christian artists, as well as features some foreign groups such as Kenya Boys, the Kayamba African Orchestra, and a special presentation by Don Men. The colorful celebration was attended by dignitaries from across the state, including Governor Udom Emmanuel. The last edition of the Government House monthly prayer meeting has been held. Governor Udom Emmanuel, during the prayer meeting, thanked God for his grace upon the state. The prayer meeting, which had Thanksgiving, the project of the living, as its theme, took place at the Government House Banquet Hall, Uyo. Government House Bureau Chief Colonel Edem Efreti reports that the service had many of the artists built for the Christmas Carol in attendance.
Apart from singing praises and dancing in appreciation of God's graces, benevolence and favors enjoyed in the year 2016, the congregation, made up of people from all walks of life, joined voices in prayers to God for the state, the governor and state officials, the indigenes and all residents of the state, as well as for the families of those who lost their lives in the Renas Bible Church incident. Governor Udom Emmanuel said he was grateful to God that the year has drawn to the end with God conquering. The governor, who thanked God for allowing certain things, which serves as reminders of the fact that humans should always thank God and for everything, predicts that 2017 will see the state and its people go higher. Mr. Udom Emmanuel, who took the only reading at the service, testified to not having lost any of his appointees, even as he condoled the families of those who lost their lives in the incident.
I want to thank God also for always reminding us that whatsoever we think we've achieved, whatsoever we think we are, it's not by our power, not by our might, but by the grace of God. So I really want to thank God today with my heartfelt condolences to those who lost their family members last Saturday.
In his sermon, Reverend Father Patrick Edit of the Grace Family Ministry of the Catholic Diocese of Uyo said it was worthy to acknowledge God's favors as thanksgiving with praises, stressing that such assures one of prosperity, good health, and longevity. Father Edit, who preached on the theme Thanksgiving, the project of the living, said it takes the living to praise the Lord, and that those who give in to God do not just live, but remains alive, setting an agenda and impacting on the lives of those around them.
Before we say thank you, we must first of all acknowledge that what we received met a need, was necessary, met a need that would not have been met any other way. So thank you instead of that acknowledgement. I came to say, by the way, what you give me, if you have not given me, I will not be here today. If you have not met me yesterday, I will have died as the goal. I am here because you are there, and not just there, you reach out to me. Whether you now say thank you or not, you have done something. It is called thanksgiving.
The Government House Divine Voices aided in lifting the people's spirit in their rendition. Colonel Adam Efreti reporting.
A university teacher, Professor Etuk Nsien, has spoken on the need for development unions in the state to be alive to their responsibility of helping the less privileged in the society. Professor Nsien, who is of the Faculty of Education in the University of Uyo, said that the development unions can do this by crafting programs that will address the specific need of the common man. He was speaking at the inauguration of Nkpanak Kingdom Development Union held in Nkpanak Town Hall, even a local government area. The story.
At the event, which brought together traditional rulers, opinion leaders, women and youths, as well as chief executive officers of business establishments in the state, Professor Etuk Nsien advised the development unions to initiate programs that would not only sustain, but will act as catalysts to the development of rural communities. He urged the leadership of the group to be focused, hardworking and creative in order to live up to the expectation of the people as well as fulfill the ideals of the founding fathers of the organization.
A development union is a rallying point for people to think out what should be done to the benefit of the common man. I am very impressed by the quality and caliber of the members of the Board of Trustees. So I think the selection of the members of the Board of Trustees has some very good thought in it.
The chairman of Akwa Ibom State Council of Chiefs and paramount ruler of Ibono local government area, Owong Effiong Achianga, asked the new leadership of Nkpanak Kingdom Development Union to partner the state and federal government and other development agencies to bring quality development into even a local government area. The outgone pro-tem national president of Nkpanak Kingdom Development Union, Obong Okonetumfon, in his remarks, said that the union, which has existed for more than 30 years, has affected the people of Nkpanak positively in the face of many challenges. He stressed the need for understanding and unity among the people and urged the officers of the union to be honest, frank and open in whatever they do. He thanked the people for the cooperation shown him during his tenure. In his speech, the national president of Nkpanak Kingdom Development Union, Bishop Okona Faiko, thanked the people for the confidence reposed in the new executive and promised not to fail them. Bishop Faiko said that with the inauguration of the national executive, a new chapter of cultural reawakening has been opened in Nkpanak and promised to leave an enduring legacy of progress and development for posterity.
In the area of services, I believe that this initiative represents the current approach to cultural development in the United States.
The Chairman Board of Trustees, Engineer Iyan Okoni Trecho, traced the history of the organization to 1973, when Nkpanak sons and daughters were galvanized by the desire to develop the community collectively. He said that the organization which has grown steadily through the years, has been a unifying factor in Mpanda communities.
Where many sons and daughters of Paraguay came together for rebuilding of the union, the people and our organ to propagate that collective effort so that the collective good can be accepted and societal evils can be cured for peace and progress in the world.
A 9-member executive has Mr. Elijah Tukere as Vice President, Elder Cyril Okwan, Secretary, Mr. John Okwan, Assistant Secretary, Mrs. Flora Abang, Treasurer, Elder Nta Ediyam, Financial Secretary, Elder Basi Eka, Public Relations Officer, Lady Magdalena Kwakap, Welfare Officer, and Elder Samuel Okwanike, Provost.
The Nigerian Army has announced that the sales of registration forms for the Nigerian Army NA-76 regular recruits intake, which began on the 21st November 2016, will close on January 1st, 2017. Interested Akwa Ibom indigents can access the recruitment forms online nationwide by logging on to www.nefrecruitment.org of NA Recruitment Portal. According to a government statement in Uyo, the recruitment exercise will be followed by a pre-screening examination to be conducted on 7th January 2017 at the centers of the candidate's choice throughout the Federation. Some of the criteria required for the recruitment, according to Nigerian Army headquarters in Abuja, are that the candidates must be physically and medically fit, must be between ages 18 to 22 and 18 to 26 for non-tradesmen and women. Successful candidates for the pre-screening examination will be invited to zonal screening exercise tentatively scheduled for 22nd January to 3rd February 2017 at centers designated for each state and the Federal Capital Territory. The news continues after this message. Please stay on. Welcome back from the break. You're watching AKBC 45 News at Dawn. The erosion and flood control project at the town campus of the University of Uyo has been commissioned. It is one of the many intervention projects of the federal government executed across the country through the Ecological Fund Office. Handing over the project to the university, President Muhammadu Buhari said that it marked the full takeover of ownership by the benefiting community, which would ensure its maintenance and sustainability. The story is here presented.
We noted that the project should not only serve the purpose of controlling erosion, but serve as a teaching material to engineering students of the university. Represented by the Senior Special Assistant to the President of National Assembly Matters, Senator Ita Enam, President Buhari said that the importance of the project to the state cannot be overemphasized because it will solve the ecological problems of the university. President Buhari noted that the project also underscored the federal government's sincerity of purpose in tackling problems of erosion in institutions across the country, and called on the university community to ensure that refuse are not dumped into the drainages.
The importance of this project to this community and to the state cannot be overemphasized. And we say to the state because this appears to be the source of large channel of erosion of ecological problems going from here through Eka Street, through the government house, down to discharge at Ikpa River.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Uyo, Professor Enefioke Sien, in his remark, thanked the federal government for its timely intervention to assist the erosion problem in the town campus of the university. Professor Sien noted the existence of other intervention projects in the university, such as TETFund and Presidential Special Intervention Projects Fund, that have assisted in the provision of several classrooms, office complexes, lecture theaters, and auditorium. While appreciating the federal government for the projects, the Vice-Chancellor drew the government's attention to other erosion flashpoints which pose serious threats to the institution, to include medicinal farm, laboratory block, Faculty of Agriculture, and Faculty of Science.
It was on the basis of engulfing the health center, the former bursary department that used to be in the town campus, and the university crèche. The entire university community is very grateful to Mr. President on his timely intervention to check the menace of erosion in the university.
The Permanent Secretary, Ecological Fund Office of the Government of the Federation, Dr. Habib Lawal, explained that the intervention project was initiated by the Federal Ministry of Environment and funded by the Ecological Fund Office following the request by the University of Uyo community for the President's intervention in the ecological challenges within the institution. Represented by the Director of Ecological Fund Office, Engineer Felix Okeke, the Permanent Secretary noted that the Ecological Fund was the only avenue for President Buhari to directly intervene in very serious ecological challenges in any part of the country.
The commissioning and handing over ceremony today is intended to achieve dual purposes of taking over and the subsequent ownership of this project by the benefiting community, which is the University of Uyo, and to ensure its care, maintenance, and sustainability.
In his remarks, the Commissioner, Ministry of Environment and Mineral Resources, Dr. Neba Onsien, said the project marks a milestone in history of the university community and expressed gratitude to the President for executing such life-touching projects in the state. Represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mr. Eshezikwe, Dr. Sien said that Akwa Ibom is one of the states with critical ecological problems, noting that over 1,000 gully and flood sites have so far been identified and documented. While assuring the President of the sustainability of the project, the Commissioner appealed to him to remember Akwa Ibom in future ecological intervention works by the federal government.
The atmosphere was electrifying, and the parents and guests very excited to watch their wards display their talents through songs, recitations, cultural dances and spellings, as well as fashion parade. The occasion was the end-of-year get-together organized by the management of Heartland International Schools, Osoma Uyo, for pupils of the school. The story is here presented.
As early as 9 o'clock in the morning of Thursday, teachers, parents, and their wards, as well as guests, arrived at Heartland School's premises, venue of the end-of-the-year get-together, organized by the management of the school to refresh pupils and appreciate their parents for their patronage. The event started with devotion, where Pastor Isaac Placid described end-of-the-year get-together as an occasion to thank God for His benevolence on one's life. Pastor Placid exhorted parents to form the habit of celebrating the season with schools as major contributions to the character of molding the child.
This place has been where it is today because of unity. And without unity, you can't gather together. If the staff never united with the school authority, and if the parents never cooperated, today would have been.
The head teacher of